physical therapy because you thought it was pointless. There are 300 million non-fatal injuries per year, and many of those who have these injuries fail to go to physical therapy. Hi, my name is Kennedy Caldwell, and today we will be talking about the importance of physical therapy. The goal of physical therapy is to reduce the pain that you feel, but also improve the function of joints, muscles, tendons, and other components. Most people after an injury either continue to do things with their injury or don't go to physical therapy. This has been shown to cause more damage to your injury. After extensive research, I have found that people who don't go to physical therapy cause more harm to themselves than those who do receive many benefits. Let's talk about what happens when you don't go to physical therapy. An article by Dr. Lambrose titled, "What if you don't go to physical therapy after an injury?" tells us that 20% of patients drop out within the first 3 visits of going to physical therapy, while 70% don't complete their full course of care. Because of this, there are several risks, and some of these can become long-term. In fact, patients can experience permanent nerve damage, reduced range of motion, and other complications when physical therapy is delayed or declined. A study shows that you don't get physical therapy, you are more likely to experience muscle atrophy, which is the decreasing in size and wasting of muscle tissue, or poor circulation, causing muscle weakness and making it difficult to do things you love. We can see this when athletes have an injury and continue to play on their injury. Sooner or later, they will not be able to do their sport because they have caused nerve damage and things that have been listed before. All this information was accessed on April 23rd from an article, "Why Physical Therapy is Necessary After a Traumatic Injury." When you wait too long to go to physical therapy, injuries can also become worse and are more difficult to treat and more expensive with more time involved. Since we have looked at what can happen when you don't go to physical therapy, let's discuss some ways that you can start and why you should. The most obvious reason for going to physical therapy is that it can help prevent the pain of an injury, strengthen your muscles, relieve joint pain, and reduces the strain of your joints and mobility. And all these can be found in an article titled "Physical Therapy: Why It's Important, When to Go, What to Expect." This was accessed on April 21st, 2023. Most people do not go to physical therapy because of the hassle of setting up appointments. Because of this, I have done a lot of research to help find a way to make this hassle less and some easy steps that can help you. Some of these are finding a physical therapist near you. You can do this by looking at your mobile device or going on your laptop and looking up physical therapists or clinics near you, or talking to a friend or family member so that you can see which physical therapist or clinic that they went to. Also, you need to consider if you want to see a specialist for your injury. You need to make sure you receive physical therapy from a licensed physical therapist. You can do this by looking on the website of the clinic of the physical therapist you go to. And you need to contact the physical therapy clinic to ask about the services they offer, if they will accept your health care plans and take your insurance, so that you are not paying out of pocket for your care. An article by Kylie Sabert called "Top Reasons People Are Afraid to Go to Physical Therapy" was accessed on April 21st, 2023, so just shows us more ways of how people are afraid not to go to physical therapy and more ways of why they don't go to physical therapy. One of these is they are afraid physical therapy will cause more pain instead of actually relieving this. Another is they are afraid to ask or receive help because they are scared that they will be seen as weak in the eyes of others. Since we talked about the steps to physical therapy, let's talk about some of the benefits. If you continue to follow through with physical therapy, you reduce the pain and lower the risk of aggravating your injury. Also, an article by St. Luke Health, published on September 12, 2019, shows us that physical therapy can also prevent injuries. This can be shown when elderly people go to physical therapy so that they can gain muscle to do things in their everyday life, like getting dressed, walking around, or even playing with their grandchildren. They do this to prevent injury. Now, after looking at what happens when you don't go to physical therapy, the steps on how to start physical therapy, and the benefits, we can see how physical therapy is important in everyday life. If you continue to go to physical therapy, we can improve the statistic of 20% of people dropping out within the first 3 visits and 70% of people not completing their full course of care. Because of this, us as a nation, we can have less pain and continue to do things that we love, and lowering your physical pain while improving the statistics shown before. If you're interested, there are many clinics that you can go see. You can do this by just searching up on your local device. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you all have learned the importance of physical therapy.